Good morning, my happy are back. Here's the plan. Well, more of a series of guesses today. In the pool, I think they're going to be pouring the white pebble dash in the base of the sunken seating area. A little bit of preparation to do first. Need to grind away some of the excess where they poured the bench seat. But then I think that floor gets done. I've said that about 8 times. I think it's today though. In the house, after we closed the books last night, they did carry on with more of the soffits. That does only seem to be an after hours job at the moment. The other thing that might start today, ceilings. Not sure, it's just a hint, a tiny sliver of a hint that they might do ceilings. We'll see. What could possibly go wrong? We'll start here this morning, inside the pump room, where we have a whole host of people basically working on putting the cement preparation material on the beams and then the cement and pallet hardering, whatever remains, plus still some chipping out. Oh, the crew this big, I think I'll probably get all this done today. Inside the sunken seating area, before they can tackle the floor, they're grinding out the little bits of excess where they poured the seat. So that's going to take them a little bit longer this morning. They drew the lines on and they're grinding and chipping away. But the cement has already been prepared to put on the floor, so it won't be long now. I asked the question about Cat 6 versus Cat 5. And I had a look online, and it says that you can, in theory, tell the difference between Cat 6 and Cat 5 based on the cables, the number of cables. That'll be 4 in each. But Cat 6 has what they call a spline, and it's the plastic bit. I don't know if we can see it. It is this one that my finger is on, which is designed to basically help to separate the wires and avoid what they call crosstalk. Now, I'm not saying that that's the only difference, and I'm not saying that everything that's got that spline in it is necessarily genuine, but it gives me a tiny bit of peace of mind, so we're going to go with it. At the front of the house, Rich is working on plastering this column, and we've got Quiet Marvin over there working on another one, and Rico was working on plastering in that door frame. Quite a big crew here at the front, and AJ here is in a ridiculously good mood this morning. I've got no idea why, but my word, he was talkative when I came over. We have our builder on site this morning, which happens very regularly, not every day, but very regularly, surveying his design of pool and just checking what's going on with the guys today. As always, not the easiest thing to make out, but they did continue last night with the soffits here, and where we left it last night, they were working on this west side of the house upstairs. They did quite a bit up there as well. Already, another plan shot down in flames. No ceiling work today. Tomorrow, it would appear they're going to make a start on that. It's just after lunch, so we'll have a wander around and start here. Romwell putting a little bit of skim coat on the corners. New Rico preparing to put in another one of the rain rims ledges. I'm sure they have a name. Maybe somebody can tell me. Pallet hardering at the front. O'Donnell's working on this column, and just over there, Quiet Marvin working on the column at the back on the right. Maybe it's not going to be too long before all of these are done. And up on top there, electrician Jesse working on more electrical. An original Rico still working on plastering in that rather large door frame. This morning they've finished all of the rebar grid for all of the units in the main kitchen. We now are the problem because we've not yet identified the sink to go in here, so they don't have the dimensions, so they can't leave the cutout. So they can work on all the other countertops, just not this one. It's all rather dark in here, but this is the bathroom in the middle bedroom at the back of the house. And Ronell's been working in here, putting more plaster on and getting that niche a little bit more defined. This is the bathroom in the middle at the front of the house. And I missed this. I did it yesterday. More of the plaster and carving out that niche. Bit of a theme developing here. This one was done yesterday as well. This is the bathroom at the front of the house on the right side, on the north. And to show, once again, how little I'm paying attention, this is the bathroom at the back of the house on the north side. And this one's been done as well, and I missed that one as well. Here's the sexy bit. The floor for this sunken seating area, all done. It obviously all needs cleaning up. Speaking of cleaning up, they're working on cleaning up. So they're applying muriatic acid, I think it is, to clean all these tiles. They'll look sparkly soon. Still no idea when the tiles for the floor will come. And more of the muriatic acid being applied over in the deep end. This is what they're currently applying. Muriatic acid. Puree. Sorry, the label's a bit beaten up here, but I think you get the message. Singing Marvin and Jeff still working on a little bit of plastering inside the pump room. I just said to them they got probably one of the easier spots to work in because they got some shade and it is hot today. The bell has just gone. The pool guys are heading out. And I don't think I've said it before, but the pool team is Glenn and Jay, who are the more senior guys, and the younger two are Joey and Rodell, though I think Rodell prefers to go by Sue. This one, in the middle, that's Sue. They managed to get around most of the pool on the tiles with the muriatic acid. It's looking lovely. We still do not have any date for the same tiles to be delivered for the floor. I spoke to the builder today and we're going to give it another couple of weeks to see whether they're ever going to start doing these again. In 2 more weeks, if there is still no sign of a delivery date, we might have to think about a change, doing something different on the floor. It will be very similar, but we might have to think about that soon. We do still have this one side of this bridge to do and both of the bridge surfaces. So I guess that might be next, although they look as if they're getting ready to start tiling the waterfall as well. So we'll have to see what comes next. Pump room inside, still not quite finished with the plastering. A few more areas still to be done on columns and beams in particular. More plaster on the columns and beams supporting the balcony and the roof of the balcony at the master bedroom. Plastering of these columns has of course continued. We're getting closer. There's still work to do, but the columns and the door mostly now plastered in and kind of semi-finished really. Once again, after the bell, work on soffits. Manny's up there and take a dizzy pill. Donald's way up there, and I think Rico's about to go and join him. The little hint that I had this morning that ceilings might start, totally wrong. And in fact the builder's suggesting that probably not even tomorrow. So we still look like we're a day or 3 away from that. More string lines going in. Singing Marvin, making preparation over here for more of the soffits. And I saw Ronwell still around and Elson, so it's basically the same crew that is staying each evening to do these soffits. This is the master bathroom.
And it's now the only one that does not have that niche carved out in place of shelves for soap and shampoo and all that kind of stuff. So all the others are done. We'll finish here. I've been waiting quite a while to see this done. Now obviously it all needs to be cleaned, but it's all in place. The only things that remain to be added are things like lighting. We still don't have the trees to put in to give this hopefully a bit of shade, but it's basically finished in this sunken seating area. Once it has been cleaned, we'll get a real sense of the final appearance and how it fits in with the rest of the pool. Hopefully it's all going to work. Of course it's all going to work. It's going to be marvellous. Well, that's it for today. Just spoke to the builder. We're planning a little trip, actually not till next Monday, to go and try and get some of the appliances that we need, because he can get a better discount at one of the stores that we want to go to, one that we've been to already. So we're going to go and try and find things like the dishwasher and the cookers and a few other bits and pieces. He's also working on another sink supplier for us. But that's for another day. For today, just because of this floor and because of the muriatic acid on the walls, and because we've got quite a bit closer to finishing all that plastering on the columns outside the front door, oh, totally build delicious. See you tomorrow.